About 20% of couples get engaged and start planning their weddings during the summer. Kellee Khalil, founder and CEO of wedding planning company Loverly, is here to talk about her new book, The Modern Couple's Guide to Simplified Wedding Planning, and share some tips with us on keeping weddings stress-free. So, how are you?
I'm great. It's wedding season. Everyone's getting engaged. People are going to weddings. It's my favorite time of year.
That's right. And talk to us, given that it's the social media age, what are some fun ways for new couples to announce their engagement?
Well, the rules of wedding planning have changed, and social media has definitely evolved it. So we're seeing brides and grooms going to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to announce their engagements. So everything from sharing it via a really cute hashtag, I said yes. If you look at the hashtag So Loverly, you'll see 20,000 photos of couples getting engaged, or even just doing really cute things like having a little engagement mug that says I said yes. So people are really excited and take it very seriously about making a big splash of their social media announcement of their engagement.
And is there any certain etiquette in choosing just the right hashtag?
I mean, you can get creative. There's a lot of hashtags that you can put on so other people can see your engagement, but I see a lot of couples making up really cute names, combinations of, their spouse's name and their name, and just getting fun with it.
And what should millennials keep in mind when budgeting for their wedding? And, is there any sort of metric in terms of how much the average millennial couple is spending on a wedding these days?
The average wedding in the U.S. is about $31,000, but what we're seeing with this modern millennial couple is they're less about things and more about experiences. So we tell the couples to really think about what's important to you and your significant other. What kind of event do you want to create for your guests that are going to be there? And then prioritize your budget based on those things. So if you love food, splurge a little on the catering. If you're into really craft cocktails, then get a really awesome bartender to make great drinks for your guests.
And we know that the dress is a big deal. So how do you suggest some of these bride-to-bes tackle the dress finding process?
Oftentimes brides are wearing a couture gown for the first time, so they're not familiar with the language of the different kind of shapes and silhouettes. So in the book, we actually have a guide that breaks down all the different silhouettes and necklines. I would say start about 6 to 9 months in advance. However, if you're a procrastinator like I am, you can always go and check out sample sales to get dresses that are off the rack, or go to department stores to special occasion sections to get a white couture gown from there.
I was going to say, not everyone is super organized, and so what other tips do you have, or what else do you say to some of, maybe someone who is a procrastinator that's trying to get all this done?
One of the things that I've heard recently that is something we talk about in the book is a lot of couples will forget to get their actual wedding bands because they're focused on everything else, which sounds like a big disaster, but it's not. You can actually buy travel wedding bands, so that way you have something for the big day, you can wear it on your honeymoon, and you're not stressing out if you lose it. And then when you get back from your wedding and your honeymoon, you actually can pick out something that you like and spend some time. And, it's all about being stress-free. So, if it's not perfect, you'll be fine.
I was going to say, that's probably the #1 thing to remember on the big day, given all the planning that goes into it, right?
It's all about having fun, and if the details aren't perfect, no one's going to remember. Just have a great time.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Kellee.
Thanks for having me.